UK drawing up list of potential Saudi sanctions targets after disappearance of journalist.
Here's a summary of the article.
UK officials have begun drawing up a list of Saudi security and government officials who could potentially come under sanctions pending the outcome of investigations into the disappearance of dissident journalist Jamal Khashoggi, a source close to both Riyadh and London told The Independent. Asked to confirm or deny the drawing up of the list, the Foreign Office said it had nothing to add to the Khashoggi matter other than comments the Foreign Secretary, Jeremy Hunt, made on Thursday. The Post, for which Mr. Khashoggi wrote a regular column critical of the Saudi leadership, also reported that the U.S. had intercepted chatter among Saudi officials discussing plans to lure Mr. Khashoggi back to the kingdom. Saudi Arabia has called the allegation it harmed Mr. Khashoggi baseless. The possibly gruesome death of Mr. Khashoggi at the hands of 15 Saudi security and intelligence personnel dispatched from Riyadh to Istanbul has been discussed by UK cabinet ministers, the source said. Prince Turki Al Faisal is a former head of Saudi Arabia's General Intelligence Directorate, who also served as the Saudi ambassador to Washington from 2005 until the end of 2006. Mr. Khashoggi's disappearance has soured relations between Saudi Arabia and many of the media and corporate leaders seduced in recent years by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the brash 33-year-old who is the kingdom's de facto ruler and who has vowed to modernize the country.
This post received a score of 29,207, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
How about we stop training all of their bloody officers over here too? That would be nice.
Not selling them millions of pounds of weapons every year might help too.
More money for Oliver North.
I don't have time to watch this, but I assume it's American Dad. So I upvote.
It is indeed. It's a scheme where young lads from the Middle East pop over to the UK and train with the British Army. They pay huge money because in the Middle East the British Army is seen as the best in the world, so there's always a group of Arabic lads hanging around bases and going through basic training with us lot.
You mean a country with no jury trials that sentenced a 74-year-old UK citizen to 360 lashes for making a little wine is finally being sanctioned?
The sanctioning won't actually happen, it's all just words. The Tory government is all hot air.
Not so fun fact, Theresa May's husband makes a shit ton of money from UK weapons sales to Syria.
Yikes. And we're constantly being taught to fear Syria, among others. Like, why would they try to make us feel that way, and why they sell them weapons? What? Because the UK government is fluent in double-speak. They can't publicly say they're supporting the Syrian government whilst civilians are getting bombed, gassed, shelled in the 24/7 news cycle, but they're a major customer for the military-industrial complex. So you publicly condemn their actions but only put sanctions on the trade vectors that wouldn't harm weapons sales if any. So you look like you're taking a stand but appeasing those that sponsor your election campaigns.
Can we stop calling it disappearance already? We all know he was murdered.
Killed and dismembered. The Turkish government claims they have some recording from his Apple Watch that he was wearing at the time.
The Apple Watch that was also synced to his iPhone that he left with his fiancée. That poor woman, sad face.
I honestly don't buy it. I think the Turkish government has the consulate bugged. There's some iffy details in their story. And just a few days ago his fiancée believed he was still alive, or at least not sure if he was alive or dead.
Okay, this will show them. We will only sell them 20 jets instead of the 25 they asked for.
The sad thing is, despite your comment being a joke, they will actually still sell them the 25.
Buy 20 for the price of 25 and get 5 free.
That'll show him. But watch as it disappears when the Saudis increased their arms purchase.
They don't even need to increase it, when you have the President of the United States saying he may not sanction Saudi Arabia because they give a lot of money to the US already.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smry.com, without any human intervention.